My people, no be small thing o. They say that this government of Tinubu don bring what they call national disgrace and international disgrace to the Nigerian people. My people, I want you to watch this video and see wetin dey go on as we dey talk.
Hello, my people. Thank you for joining me. Press statement by Daniel Bwala. Bwala said he was set up, that he was betrayed by Hassan Midi of Al Jazeera. That the way una dey take attack him now is because what him and his fellow man discuss, say him go come talk for TV, no be waiting the guy execute finally. And now why everybody carry him for mouth. And look at him now, everybody is discussing him. Not discussing him for positive thing, for something negative. The disgrace where Bwala disgrace Nigeria, I'm not sure say Tinubu and Nigeria go recover him in another 5 years to come. Yes. According to Daniel Bwala, he was approached few months ago by Hassan Midi. Say he go come for their show, come talk about the insecurity ravaging the country he's representing as Tinubu spokesman. While he will talk about the insecurity and how the government intend to tackle it, he will use that medium to promote and sell Tinubu and Tinubu reforms and how the reforms is affecting the lives of Nigerians positively. More like he want to go there to market Tinubu. He said he never knew that the guy had the intention of using shovel to dig his past. He was in opposition and he criticized Tinubu and said so many things about him. And while the guy was, trying to tell him how the show, how, he intended to come to the show and what they will ask him in the show, there was never a time the guy brought it to his notice that they will ask him question about how he attacked Tinubu before Tinubu appointed him as his spokesperson. That if the guy had given him information or, give him small expo, that he could have prepared. But he did not do research on the attack when he attacked Tinubu. He only researched on how the government of Tinubu is promoting Nigeria and how the government of Tinubu has bettered the lives of Nigerians and how Tinubu is going to fight insecurity head on and what he's doing so far regarding the incessant kidnapping. He just wanted to sell Tinubu and sell himself, not the country, himself and Tinubu. At the end of the day, the guy can't corner him for sports. Now started, even the interview at the end of the day has nothing to do with the government is, the government where they fund his lifestyle. Everything was centered around his past, his past, his past. He said he never knew that his past was going to pursue him like this. Say, in fellow man. Waiting man do in fellow man. Now he did not prepare. They now started asking him. You once said Tinubu threatened you. You said Tinubu formed a militia. You said Tinubu is moving around with bullion van. That how was he supposed to answer those questions? How? Like how? He never knew that that thing was going to come to him. Let me read the press statement from Bwala. Bwala never sleep since where all these videos come out. May he not go get depression, no? Because the way why they see the thing, he might be depressed. No be small insult Nigeria. Forget Tinubu. Tinubu know what him be. Everything Bwala said about Tinubu is not lie. How is Tinubu moving around with bullion van? Where did he get money from? You know those kind of things. His drug-related, activities. He have a cartel. There is nothing Bwala said about Tinubu will be lie. It's just because Bwala is saving his plate of food. When you efere gari na yapanaro. Efere gari, efere rice. Nothing. So, press statement from Bwala. In the last 24 hours, social media has exploded over my interview with Mehdi Hassan Albert with verified opinions. Let me set the record straight. When I signed on to the privileged job granted to me by Mr. President, I was well aware of its implications. Selling ice cream, looking fine and seeking the praises of men were never part of it. Some of the finest or fearless critics of my interview cannot even stand local TV anchors. But the task of promoting and defending the president and his administration is what I do with ease and joy, to defend Tinubu, not to defend Nigeria. Now Tinubu he come to defend. Have you seen that is now to defend, now to fight for plate of rice he go to do? I am prepared. I am prepared to appear before any interviewer anywhere in the world, any day and at any time, to defend this government and its policies. I have never and will never subscribe to ducking or dodging interviews on matters that concern promoting and defending the administration I was appointed to serve. It is the list of what is required of me. Head-to-head contacted me, head-to-head. The interview and head-to-head with Hassan Mehdi. Head-to-head, he contacted me, requesting an interview, stating that they wanted to challenge our government on security, the economy, and corruption. Nowhere in our almost 6 months of communication, they have started communicating with him 6 months ago. 6 months ago, that's last year. May he get ready. Say they go ask him, like they want challenge him to speak on insecurity and how Tinubu is bettering the lives of ordinary man like you and me. And he gone they prepare 6 months ago. Listen. Nowhere, he said nowhere in our 6 months of communication did they mention that they were going to challenge my past. That he don't get the time when they tell and say they come to discuss in past. If that had been their plan, ethically and professionally, they were supposed to inform me so I could prepare my response. Or then for tell you say, then go dig your past. Then for tell you say, then go ask you question about your past. I laugh at all of you where they live careless life today, thinking that you know go come out in future. All of you living anyhow life, praise singers, everything you are doing today, they go wait for you for your future. All this is because your today is going to be your past tomorrow. The life you are living today is going to be your tomorrow past. Continue enjoying it. They wait for you for future. Daniel Buala no say waiting happen for him past. Go wait for him for future. He was thinking that everything was going to be easy. They will just ask him about insecurity and the corruption. He will now lie. He will lie because he was prepared to lie that Tinubu is doing well. But at the end of the day, see in life, everything spoiled for his face. They scatter him. They scattered him. They destroyed him beyond repair. And he will never recover from it. Buwala no go recover from him. See what in Ghana and South Africa don't use the interview they do. You can't shame the shameless. How can you shame a country that is in the gutter? Nigeria is in dustbin. You know, I'm not saying that this is the closed chapter of Nigeria. Waiting Buhari and Tinubu do Nigeria. You don't get any president. I doubt if there's any president that can wash it away. It will take miracle. Serious miracle from above. If that had been their plan, ethically and professionally, they were supposed to inform me that I could, so that I could prepare. So I could prepare my response. Said they're supposed to tell him so that he go prepare his response. What do you want to respond? That Tinubu carry Pullion van? But that's okay. Ethically, that is on them, not on me. Said the guy did not act professionally. Then set him up. I refuse to swallow the pill of Mehdi's opposition research. He says it's opposition. That Mehdi now is opposition. Opposition research style journalism. And even today, if you carefully compare what he read as quotes from organizations and groups, you will see that many were inaccurate and some were outright fake news. You say, waiting the man talking about fake news, but you see I'm there, you know tell I said that fake news. You claim to be a spokesperson. You did your research. These people have contacted you for the past 6 months. You say you are going there to defend Tinubu on corruption, insecurity, and everything. And the guy now started bringing his own facts and stats, like everything, all the corruption. Where Tinubu carry for his government and the people where he appoint, like all the people Tinubu appointed are criminals, including him where be president. He's a criminal and a drug lord. Now, the guy now told you, brought it to your face. Everything where he talking, no hide them. He talking for open. And you claim you have been researching for 6 months. and you could not even say anything to defend the so-called drug baron when you go to defend for Al Jazeera. Eh? That made the guy, everything he said is fake. Why you did not tell him that is fake and you bring your own truth? You for bring the one where not be fake now. But the guy was talking, you were busy drinking water. You were busy raising your glass of water up. You were busy laughing sheepishly because you know that you are a chronic liar, a pathological liar. You know you are a disgrace to mankind. You know that you are fighting for your stomach. The guy was there. You think send a Nigerian journalist where you go easily, intimidate. But you went there and you dey look for ground to swallow you because you know there is nothing you are going to say to defend Tinubu on that type of stage where people, intellectuals there for the hall. You were reduced to a nursery school pupil. A nursery school, even nursery school pupil can do better than you did on that stage. Voila. You are a total disgrace. A typical black man will only fight for his stomach, for what he want to eat. Now look at you in the public. See your life. Your life don't spoil. Your life don't sour. Okay. You will see, okay, he said that if you carefully compare what he read as quotes from organizations and groups, you will see that many were inaccurate and some were outright fake news. Fake news, but you know if you talk, I'm there. You dey fear the guy. Why you dey fear? But I will leave that for another day. As for what I said about President Tinubu in the past, I am glad those things I said when I was in the opposition, saddled with such zeal. It is all politics. Look at this in bed. It is all politics. What is politics? The Pullion van where enter Tinubu house na politics. Is it politics? That Pullion van where we see, everybody know the news of the Pullion van. Everybody know how Tinubu share money for eve of election. How is it politics? It no go better for all of una. Where they fight for una stomach at the detriment of innocent people. It will never be well with all of you. Looking out for your stomach alone. Why the larger majority of Nigerians are suffering the aftermath of your wickedness and greed and selfishness. You are interested in what to protect your office as a spokesperson and how you will get money. But you are not interested in other people. The baggage where Tinubu carry, are you proud of it? You condemn Tinubu. Everything you said about Tinubu, you denied it for that stage. And they played it out for you. And you were shocked to your bones. Thank God that Tinubu came. Many of you forgot for you. Many of you could have gone to your graves with integrity. But we thank God. History no go forget on our wickedness. Then go play am for 3D. And your children will never be left out of your wickedness. It will move from generation to generation. After all, the sins of the fathers will follow their children. Let's continue. Okay. Listen, it is all politics. Everything he said about Tinubu as an opposition is all politics. It's not real. Half of Donald Trump's cabinet is made up of people who once spoke against him. And I see where he goes shifting goalposts. Half of Donald Trump's cabinet is made up of people who once spoke against him, and quite a number of people in our own cabinet also spoke against President Tinubu in the past. Those things do not bother him. It do not bother him if you care to know. He said the things do not bother him. The majority of the naysayers are members of the opposition and their sympathizers. It does not bother me one bit. Their temporal excitement over the interview has not lasted and will not last because it does not take away their obvious problem of lack of vision, mission in conducting and managing a political party. Yet they seek to manage Nigeria. You know where they go now. Everything to them is opposition. And let me tell you people, my brother, if not for Nigeria, do you notice something? Please, before I continue reading this nonsense when he writes. If you're a Nigeria journalist, you see that interview for Al Jazeera. Hey! Half of the interview will be about P2B. Hey, Daniel Buala, what do you think about Obi? Do you think he will win the next election? If you not share working Baloye, all that 40 minutes, they go use 30 minutes talk about P2B. The rest, they go use and talk about insecurity. And the moment where they want to talk about the drug cartel or the corruption of Tinubu, they go use law for cover them. Do you hear what I said? If not for Channels TV, they will use half of that 40 minutes. More than half of the 40 minutes, they go use and talk about opposition, which is Obi. Do you think Obi won the last election? Do you think Obi will win again? What do you think about the P2B movement? P2B went to Anambra to campaign. What do you think about that movement? Do you think that the P2B shoe, where he said only one he gets, do you really think it's one shoe he have? This is the question. This APC charlatans, they call Shehu Okim Baloye. Now the question where you go ask him. This APC guy. Now let me tell you. I yet said the watch where Shehu Okim Baloye wear. Said I want APC man, that's an APC politician. This person there for the payroll of APC. Daniel Buwala for Channels TV. Hey, now P2B forbid the whole question. Obi this, Obi that. Now, he go for Al Jazeera. When I hear anything about opposition, all the questions they were asking him direct. Everything will consign him. They look and for face, they ask him. Now he wasn't happy. You see where he can start to talk about that opposition. Talk about the government that have failed the people. You are talking about opposition when not there for power. The mindset of a typical black man. And that is why when I not go recover from this doom. Nigeria will not come out of this doom. Not be here with it by God's grace. I neighbor, Makachi, unaga recover from this doom. Their temporal excitement over the interview has not lasted and will not last because it does not take away their obvious problem of lack of mission in conducting and managing a political party. You are talking about P2B, Daniel Buwala. Shame on you! Ooh! Shame on you! You couldn't even defend the drug baron where you represent. You could not even defend the corruption. You were just so static. You were looking for way. May drone enter. May you just want to run away from the studio. Because you know you are shameless. You are looking for food. Before your teeth was very brown. But I noticed say you don't go white, do your teeth whitewash. You don't go wash your teeth. That time you were broke. Now you don't work with the government that is buying the innocent people in Nigeria. They are giving you money. Now your teeth don't come out to be white small. Una don't notice saying teeth in Agbodo teeth. Now his teeth is white. Buwala. He don't use money, defending money, sycophant money, praise singing money. He don't use and go whitewashing teeth. Why Nigerians are dying every day? Daniel Buwala use money to go do in teeth, make it pure white. I say no go better for una. Clearly, because it does not take away their obvious problem of lack of mission in conducting and managing a political party. Yet they seek to manage Nigeria. Clearly, they have no path to victory and no alternative policies or program for the Nigerian people. And if they say they do, they can as well go head to head and be interrogated on that. As the saying in Hausa goes, I can't read that rubbish where you write for Hausa. I conclude by thanking the many Nigerians and non-Nigerians who sent in their commendations over my brave. Nobody sent any commendation over your brave defense. You are a failure. You are a typical failure and you know Tinubu failed. And you are just looking out for your stomach. That's all. Brave defense of our government. My Nigerians who sent in their commendation over my brave defense of our government in an interview where the anchor could hardly let you answer a question unless it suited his narrative. I like the way where he no agree you answer question. He choke you. He choke you. If you want lie, the guy will bring something that is harder. And you can't say anything. You know, since your life don't your life don't spoil. I still have admiration and respect for Mehdi Hassan as arguably the best debater on the planet. I look forward to part 2 of the head-to-head interview, and I am glad that by then questions about my past will no longer be news, so that we can focus on our administration's policies, programs, and what we have achieved so far. He said that he would not wait. He can't wait for the guy to call up for part 2. I tell you, if they drop 1 billion naira, 20 billion for Daniel Buwala to go for the part 2, you know go. He go say, better me una instead of him to go to the part 2. Say me the guy, at least that time, now say they don't talk about him past to finish. By that time, it's not his past will not be an issue again. They will just strictly talk about Tinubu's policies and how Tinubu government is helping Africa to be helping Africa to be the largest continent and the best continent in the whole world. Buala. So you think if they call Buala to come for this interview again, Buala will Buala will honor the invitation again? I say if that is the last thing that will happen, it better make Boko Haram kidnap Buala instead of him to go there again. You think Buala don't sleep? Buala is currently having sleepless nights because of this interview. And he's telling you that he will go for second one. And the point is that your pass never finish. Oh. The guy just bring few of your pass. You go again, they will dig more. We don't even want you to go. We want the other ones. We want the other rats. Where also they praise the government. Where criticize them for pass. We want them to go. Your own is a small thing. He will offend couple. So my brothers, when I don't hear them, he have already come out to say that the guy boxed him for corner. The guy set him up, betrayed him, that he never knew that it was his past that they have come to ask him. And he did not know that the interview was going to go in this direction. He was thinking the whole thing would go in the direction of praising Tinubu, giving Tinubu accolade, so that the money where they go pay him, everything go there intact. Now, they started digging, like the way where they dig the past, the way where they dig him, he never saw it coming, that they were going to ask him about his stand as an opposition when he was antagonizing Tinubu. You never see anything. Let this media guy continue calling. We have a lot of politicians. Just that the way where this one go now, many of them no go gree go. I know sure. Now local TV. Al Jazeera is not NTA channel 12. It's not NTA. Where they do wah 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 wah. Radio Nigeria uplifting the people and uniting the nation and be NTA. All those things, they were thinking that is NTA. Where they go carry them come. Sit down them for cheer, give them juice. Come they ask them questions where they comfortable with. In fact, now then go even they ask the interviewer questions where they go ask them. Look at him now. He wants the man to give him, like to give him expo, to give him the script of the questions where they go ask him. And you said the guy is ready. I wish all these politicians, all of them, they pack them, go that Al Jazeera, they ask them questions one after the other. I want the world to see Nigeria through them. Because now Buala now don't tell the world without us speaking anything. They don't Buala don't tell the world what is inside Nigeria, what is going on in Nigeria. Let them expose Nigeria by themselves with their own mouth. I can't see her gaba hono. My brothers and sisters, I can't see her gaba hono. Relax. They say relax. Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. Relax. God is working in making sure that all these people are disgraced permanently. Thank you and God bless you for watching.
Wonderful people, welcome back. As you don't watch this video, but make you share, drop your own opinion for inside comment section.